What up, YouTube? Teamers here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past March films, here is my review for for a classic, and that is the 1985 film Mask. No, not to be confused with the Jim Carrey film, which of course is titled The Mask. This film is very different than the Jim Carrey one because this is of course mostly inspirational true story film that stars Eric Stoltz, who portrays Rocky Dennis, who is this intelligent, outgoing teen who suffers from a facial deformity called endophthalmitis. I can never really pronounce the actual name, and but he now has to pretty much outlive his life here, and his mother, Rusty, portrayed by Cher, is like struggling to pretty much fight for his acceptance in the public school system. And you got Laura Dern, who actually plays this blind girl who actually becomes Rocky's love interest. You also got Sam Elliott, who does a great job, who as a girl who is this member of Rocky's motorcycle family, who acts like a father figure to Rocky. Estelle Getty was also in this. It's a really good cast in this. It was directed by Peter Bogdanovich. I can never really slash that well. Of course, he is the same guy who gave us films like Paper Moon, What's Up Doc, Nickelodeon. A really cool filmmaker in his own part. Now, this movie, sadly, Rocky Dennis's life did tragically cut short. But man, this movie it's a classic. Eric Stoltz does such a great job at playing the role of Rocky Dennis. Like the makeup they used on him was pretty interesting. It is saying that like it is really sad to know that this story actually happened to a real life person. This was actually, I believe this was Cher's first feature, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there. But Cher, I mean, obviously when you think of Cher, you think of her as, a music legend and all that. But her act, like when she wants to act, Cher's a pretty good actress. She, we've seen that with stuff like Witches of Eastwick. She was pretty good in the recent Mamma Mia film. She was in the movie Mermaids. I mean, Cher is always awesome as an actress and a singer. And like the mother and son dynamic chemistry between the two was really solid. I mean, you could really buy them as mother and son. Laura, like a very young Laura Dern, was really solid in this film as well. I mean, this movie does show, has a really good message of, try accept people for who they are and all that. But yeah, this is definitely a really inspiration-based film. It actually premiered back on March 8th, 1985, and I believe it's still a movie that still holds up today. There are some people who probably have seen Mask, and I mean it's a really decent moving story, and it's a very appropriate film for like teens, adults, and all. Pierre does such a great job at directing this. I mean, the performances were really solid. If you guys have never really seen the film Mask, definitely go check it out. Not really sure where you can find it though. It doesn't really tell you where you can find it. You can probably find it on maybe Prime or something. It's not on main streaming service. That's kind of good. But anyway, definitely go check out the Cher film Mask. I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen the Rocky Dennis biopic Mask? If so, what's the story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Did you know much about Rocky Dennis before you saw this film? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simu signing off.